TJ Holyfield. That's a little too strong.
I think the big thing here is shooting the three. They do that very effectively, Texas Tech. I think they're going to make at least 9 to win here today.
Devon.
Play for Buzz Williams, who, by the way, is doing a heck of a job reinventing, getting that program rolling down at Texas A&M.
The floater is there for Dotson.
I got to look for Moretti to get some shots. I really do. I think Moretti's got to get some looks. Trying to double up. But they really, look at the size advantage on the interior. Look at Azubuike.
Devon Dotson, floater off the window is perfect.
Last shot he took in college, Mr. Curry, was against Kansas for the right to go to the Final Four at 25 in the game, but they weren't able to get that last one to go down.
Azubuike at Holyfield. 4 Red Raiders are all over him, and Dotson makes them pay by hitting the kick-out 3. Up short on the jumper. Baba Susan here with Dick Vitale. And Chris Budden getting a little sloppy here in Lubbock to start off the second half, but Dotson digs it out.
Got to get those 50-50 balls, man. Oh, there's the lob inside. Now there's the double up. He's at the ball too deep. He had no angle to go to the basket.
Dotson on the drive. The finger roll is good.
He just beat you off the mat.
The rebound, loose, a scramble for it. McCormick on the deck, rolls it out to Dotson. Dotson accelerates, finishes.
Man.
Well, normally I think you would see Garrett guarding Bain, but Dennis is so hot, they got to put their best defender, Garrett, on Dennis.
Yeah, and switch. Looks like Kansas.
There's a drive by.
There's Samuel. He gets involved. There can be offense there because he's able to finish, and he's got the size and the length to balance with TCU's perimeter.
Dotson shoots the open 3, and Kansas needed that. They have made their last 8 field goal attempts.
Well, it's funny because I joked with Bain today in shoot-around because I think so highly of him as a player. I said, "You gonna show up?" He said, "Watch."
Azubuike had an offensive rebound, and it was knocked away. But there's Dotson. Dennis wide open. In and out. Well, TCU, after that great three-point shooting in the first half, now 1 for 6 from beyond the arc in the second half.
Yeah, and that was an out of bounds. I'm sorry, a timeout, out of timeout call.
Got to make good decisions now. Snead throws a shoulder in, up and off the mark. And now Dotson has a collision with Jota, but no foul. Dotson's going to take it all the way. Well, once he got past. So a 9-2 run for the Wildcats has got the crowd back in it. And just a little show, the 2-2-1. Got to get it across in a hurry. We got 2 seconds to spare. So see what that just did, that kind of takes you out of your rhythm offensively. Now let's see if Kansas State can get quickly right back into it. It shortens your time in the front court. Good teams generally can. Nice split. Especially when you got a guy like that. That was just remarkable. And Baylor's only loss in conference play to Kansas a week ago. Kansas' only loss was to Baylor at the Fog. And Dotson again on the drive and a beautiful push pass to. Than that shot. Azubuike was right there defensively. Now, here he is on the other end, Azubuike, as May Weeds trying to shove around defensively with the big fella. And he just had, because of a little bit of the foot injury, ankle injury, hasn't been getting many touches. He missed a few minutes on the court. Good skip pass and keep it moving. Dotson, open 3. Yes. Sloan in some traffic, lost the handle, trying to keep it alive, threw it away. Spread it out, and Dotson flies in for the layup. See how he spread out just a little on treadmills. Nice pull-up. McGurl with a jumper. Rebound comes off to Moss. Chance for Kansas to tie a lead. Look at the way they're getting it down the floor now. Dotson got it, and 1. I do that, and I got to sit. That's his 4th foul. Here's Dotson, and Dotson scores against Garrett. Nope, left. And the rebound out of the pack comes Moss. Good pullback by Moss. Good balance by K-State. And they pull it back on top to Dotson wisely. They use some clock here. Yeah, I think the fans are sensing that this is a big stop for their home team right now. Cross-court pass. Yeah, they keep skipping that. Hoping to get McCormick underneath if they do it quicker, but those lob passes to the corners just doesn't help.
4 on the shot clock. Dotson up and over everybody, and
That's Fran Fraschilla. I'm Bob Wischusen. Ali Rowe with us as well. Big Monday here at the Fog. And Kansas, #1 for the second time this season. They immediately lost the last time they were #1 this year. So Bill Self said his team, he thought, was largely unaffected by the fact that they returned to the top of the poll as Dotson 18-point lead.
I know. And Dotson leads them in scoring. Garrett just leads them in.
Dotson, team
There we go. Baylor and Kansas is they can have an off night, Bob. And I think both of those teams are capable of getting to the Final Four and getting through an Elite Eight game where they shoot 32% because their defense is so elite.
Dotson to the rim. Goaltending, I believe.
offensively. And he's the leading assist guy on this Kansas team, almost 5 per game. And he's coming off a 24-point game in which he hit 6 threes against Oklahoma. That was a big-time performance.
Dotson refusing the screen. Left-handed layup is good, and KU.
1 through 5. He can switch off on anyone, really, really strong, and can move his feet and stay in front. He's guarding Marcus Garrett right now, and he can switch off on Dotson if he has to.
6'5", 230, and does so many different things for the Bears. Dotson gets a screen. Dotson buries a 3.
All of Kansas,
Other than each other, are they both #1 seeds?
yes. Both Kansas and Baylor are #1 seeds, without question. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot of movement on the 1 seed line, honestly. I think we're almost baked in. Really nice play. Got Jared Butler on him now. You got to throw it up there.
Brown misses the 3. And Azubuike, look at the range going for the rebound.
I think that's why Brown put that shot up, knowing that Azubuike was going to be able to go get a miss, that there was no way that Butler was going to be able to box him out.
Dotson right through the defense for the layup.
The only easy baskets for Baylor have been in transition.
Dotson quiets the crowd as he drives for
1 and 13. Steve Prohm told us today he has to play a lot of power forward, which is not what he did last year. He was their center on that terrific team that won the Big 12 tournament.
Dotson knocks down a triple. At the Maravich Center in Baton Rouge, a big matchup between 2 of the top teams in the SEC, a sonic blockbuster, Kentucky LSU, the second half of our Super Tuesday doubleheader tomorrow night.
I love this right now. 4 guards for Kansas.
McCormick over the top. Dotson in the mid-range. Yes.
I talked to Bill. Same AAU program as Ja Morant, and the connection is James Kane, the assistant coach at Iowa State, recruited Ja as well.
Dotson answers.
Watch out. That's where he played a lot last year at that 5 spot, where he was sort of a mismatch because he could play away from the basket.
Dotson, quick step to the goal.
Much more assertive in the Big 12 play, and now without Halliburton, he's going to have to pick up his game even more.
Dotson, spin cycle in the finger roll. Another timeout.
Obviously a great basketball frame.
Dotson connects again.
He's getting 16 a game, and that was effortless over the big fella.
Dotson keeps the red hot.
You see Solomon Young, he didn't play much in that first half, but they're going to him early. He's been very effective the last few games.
Dotson for 3. Wow. He's got 20.
It's ridiculous.
Well, guys, there was a reason why Ochai was rated so low coming out of high school, is he really wasn't even committed to basketball. He was a high-level soccer prospect, and he really saw his future in the MLS and professional soccer. But in his junior year, he really started getting more attention for basketball, decided to go full-time basketball. So if you really think about it, he is just now really devoting himself full-time to basketball in the last 18.
Nigerian background, and they love their football or soccer in that country.
Dotson
look at this
finishes plus the foul. Garrett. Offensive rebound, Azubuike. Dotson for three again. He's got another.
Yeah, we've seen Reeves and Doolittle now use that bounce to get to the rim.
That's a hard drive for Dotson. Shots, and we'll see where the offense comes from with Manick out. Reeves tried, and he's going to hear about that for a while. Dotson accelerating to the rim. The enemy didn't take the shot.
Look at Garrett.
Harmon in his pocket. Great hands. And the other way, two already today. Doolittle measuring and missed it. Danger time. Doolittle had a Baji in his face. Manick. No.
Oh, but he wants that one back. Great drive and kick by Doolittle. Everything set up for Manick, just left it short.
Now Dotson takes matters into his own hands.
Someone, but it's not going to be replacing Kansas or Baylor.
Joe, always a pleasure. Thank you very much for the time.
What I love about Jerry Pollard, he and Bill Self have probably been on the same court, I don't know, got to be 100 times. They're not even, it's like arguing with your brother in the backyard.
That would have been a real extension of the coach's box, by the way, where Bill ended up on that technical foul. Dotson sneaks by. Oh, goodness gracious.
Dotson, an open lane. You cannot leave him open. Gets a breather. And West Virginia picking up a little pressure full court.
Bob Huggins has played 12 players all season. 9 minutes or more. He's got a deep bench, especially inside. There's the right hand.
Dotson, yep. That's the right. He prefers that. Trying to shoot deep three. McCabe short with it. A rebound for Dotson.
I don't think Bill Self minds that one bit.
Dotson driving. Yeah. And that's the start. 2 on Cole.
Keep in mind that at some point in this game, we might want to foul Doak down the stretch because of his free throw shooting. Big shot.
Three-pointer by Dotson.
Bain now guarded by Garrett. Stolen away by Dotson. And an easy bucket at the other end. And Devon Dotson has his front.
You'd love to see more of that, driving the basketball. The problem is, again, you're playing against Kansas, who leads the Big 12 in block shots.
Dotson, pretty spin cycle from Devon Dotson.
That is great basketball by Desmond Bain. So under control, kept his balance. Just a fundamentally sound play. They're only down 8.
Devon Dotson silences the crowd. Now Bain guarding Dotson, 1-on-1, literally. And Dotson cashes in. The jump. And a turnover. Dotson. How much do you love that? He was looking for a teammate for the assist and realized, again, an errant pass by the Horned Frogs offense. But blocked at the other end. And Dotson picks it up. And another turnover for the TCU offense. They have self-destructed after getting this game back to within reach. Dotson, the float game.
Design. They start on one side of the floor and reverse it so that he can get that angle. Good pass.
Sims lost it. Stripped away. Here comes Dotson. The leading scorer in the Big 12. Able to finish. That's his second bucket on the second free throw from Jericho Sims. How do you think Azubuike responded to the benching, at least for the first 4 minutes?
I thought he did fine. I mean, for some players worry about that stuff. You just got to go in and play. I mean, nobody really cares whether you start or not. It's who finishes, and he can finish. And he's such a big part of this team, and an important part. Another great job by Matt Coleman is staying in front of the ball handler.
Dotson gets the roll on a step-back three. 65 in America when he committed to Kansas. Now he's on NBA draft boards, and he's got a rebound here.
He's such a terrific athlete and very skilled, but he's still learning how to play. Good grief. Donovan Williams had both hands right in the chest of Isaiah Moss.
I'm guessing you thought that should have been a foul.
Yeah, it's crazy the stuff that they're letting
Dotson, sweet, off the window.
Really bright future.
Dotson cruises to the goal.
Just that for way too long. It was so ridiculous. And now that's gone. And the truth is nobody really notices it because we have a shot clock now.
Dotson swoops to the goal.
And now they can't.
Beard was at the school and didn't stay there, and maybe they haven't given approval to the NCAA.
Dotson with a steal. No one gets up and down the floor faster with the basketball than Devon Dotson. Hey, he beats Davide Moretti to the goal.
Quickly, Higgins and Maxey. There'll be no quitting these kids. I'll tell you one thing from Texas Tech. They're going to battle and battle and battle, no matter what the scoreboard says.
Dotson knocks one down right in front of the Red Raider bench.
You know, he may catch both with grand slams. Nobody talks about it. He may catch both. He has some kind of toughness about him.
Can you believe, though, that Federer is still performing at the level he's performing at his age? It's amazing.
Not shocked at all. There's a lot of pride on the floor. You can feel the pride.
McCormick rebounds the Ramsey miss. Marcus Garrett comes up with a lift.
Yeah,
Dotson attacks the goal. Soft off the window, blocked by Ramsey, and that's goaltending.
There's no doubt about that.
McCormick or Azubuike in the game.
Well, Clark did a great job with penetration and finding his open teammate. Oh, nice spin.
Spin move.
Oh, spin.
Devon Dotson with a highlight play. 12:57 to go in the game, and an interesting move here by Bill Self. Up 5 with the ball. He goes back to Azubuike. He's back in with the 3 fouls.
He's going to rotate both guys with 3. He's going to play them like a platoon system.
Dotson, yes.
Dotson, he knows how to lay it on that glass. John Wood in hands. I love the effort he's basically sent up my team. And here come the Jayhawk fans.
Dotson bullies his way to the goal.
Man, he plays his heart.
Spin move by Dotson.
Are you serious? Every did a great job at Texas Tech when he stepped in there after his Indiana situation. We're going to be down in Hoosier Land. Can't wait for next week. Purdue and Indiana, and they both need wins.
Dotson behind the back dribble. Banks it up and through.
Gotta shoot that.
Anderson leans in. Challenged by Garrett. 4-on-2 the other way. Dotson, like lightning, scoops it up and in.
Well, we said it before, is there a healing? And Kobe's legacy is going to live on forever and ever in the sports world.
And he lives on through these players. You know, they put a picture of Kobe and Gigi before the game, and I was watching the players, and they were shaking their heads. And Azubuike told me before the game, he's the reason he plays basketball. He said, I met him at a Nike camp. He's changed.
Fake. Squeezes it up and through.
That's your point guard. 6'4", 215.
His second basket. Here's Dotson with the answer.
I love it. You know what he did? He realized.
Top 10 team at the time, and I was talking to him because I called some games right at the beginning of the year, and he said, you know, I told my guys, I said, that number next to our name in the top 25 has him
out of the game. And that Fulkerson play, getting that second foul on Azubuike, may turn out to be one of the biggest plays of the game.
Yeah, now Tennessee can go inside without fear. And they got it inside to Kamwa. They were able to get it to the other side of the floor and get a wide open shot for Vescovi. And he knocked it down. Vescovi had 6 threes in his first game in a Tennessee uniform against LSU.
Nice drive by Dotson. Ollie, thank you. Boy, another tough shot made by Vescovi. He's made 2 tough ones today.
Really good with the ball. Now look at Yves Pons. I mean, he's guarding a point guard. Devon Dotson, then he guarded Azubuike when he was there. You can switch on anybody. He is the best. Like Jordan Bowden was the best defender on Tennessee's team last year. This year, he's
remarkable. He came into the game today with 48 block shots. Trying to get Azubuike to pick up his third here. Has it stripped away by Dotson. Post to post for the layup.
So didn't communicate, and Abaji just pulls up. I mean, that couldn't have been any easier.
Abaji was a guy who was hardly playing last year, then due to injuries became not only a player, but a starter for Kansas in the second half of last season.
You mentioned Rick Barnes, 33 years. He's really one of the great coaches and great guys. I first met him when he was an assistant at George Mason, and I was a freshman basketball player at Duke. And he coached a guy named Carlos Yates, who knocked my teeth out. And Cameron has battled, and they've run such better offense in this second half.
Dotson with a burst of speed, lays it in.
So simple. Dotson's got to put some pressure on it.
Pons. Azubuike with a block.
I think Pons has to face him up and then drive him. You are not going to shoot over, especially fading away.
Yeah. And even before the shot, he banged him a couple of times. Or both. It's interesting with Azubuike out and all the switching. Inevitably, there will be some unusual matchups. Big guy and a small guy. And then 5 seconds later, might be small guy and a big guy. But you got to take advantage of it if you can. Fulkerson with a gamble. Can't come up with it. Garrett has it for Kansas. Fulkerson behind the play. Dotson.
Well, gave up base.
Save lives, so anything you can do to help, any cause that is near and dear to your heart is deeply appreciated.
Another terrific drive by Jordan Bowden. He'll have to cut off that baseline. He just got to the rim too easily. He's such a great athlete.
Dotson, beautifully done.
Way more advanced than Travis was, who redshirted his first year. Turned out to be a terrific player.
Dotson handling here. Puts it on the floor and explodes past the beat.
Out of Houston. Bruce Weber's got 3 freshmen playing 20 minutes or more. Part of the reason they've had such a bumpy start this year. But I like all 3 freshmen.
Yeah, Dejuan Gordon, Antonio Gordon, and as well.
It's not an issue that just started tonight, by the way.
Snead couldn't hit. Brown pulls it down. Dotson reverses, spins it in, and 1. 10 down. Dotson the other way. He's pretty quick himself. Dotson on the go. Lob. Abaji. Dotson a putback. That'll go. You could just see Dotson coming. Steal and the lay.
Only 20 years old. Think about that. Playing his best basketball of his career, and he's healthy.
Funny, the coaching staff told us he came into the office and said, hey, you know what, I'm 255. The media guide says I'm 275. You got to change that. He's proud of that weight loss. He should. Now for Bill Self's Jayhawks, and he immediately contributes with a rebound.
Freshman Will Baker in the game for Texas now. He's a big enough guy to be able to battle with Coke inside.
Dotson tries for the blow-by, has an easy 2.
One of the things you track and field, and he looks like a guy that would be pretty good.
4-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Texas up 7. Looking for a stop to carry that momentum into the locker room. Dotson, the blow-by, no one does it back. The Jayhawks, who trail by 1. Dotson picks it up and has a chance at a 3-point play. 5 on the shot clock for Kansas. Dotson, no, another rebound off his own miss.
That's a winning play right there by Devon Dotson.
Dotson tries to curl.
It was last year with the Republican Ghost. Their ability to cut on the perimeter made this defense even better.
It's one of the best defenses in the nation. 3 minutes to go.
Use some clock and see if they can get it inside. But remember, I would foul if I was Texas.
I would almost, oh boy. Dotson for three.
Needs to work better, although to have McCormick, you got Twin Towers in there. And here's a turnover. And Dotson going the other way.
I tell you,
Mark for Baylor. They have 1, 3, and 5 attempts outside. Here's Dotson taking one of his own.
Boy, if he can do that.
Wow, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I'll tell you,
after being down by 5, they've responded on a 11-2 run.
if he plays like this, Kansas will be making a 9-1-1.
And Kansas almost turned it over again. Dotson up high off the window, saved him a possession.
And vital with the screen that set him free. A solid interior play. One of the few times Dotson able to get to the rim and
Shibwe on Azubuike. Pocket pass. Shibwe too strong. Bounced around out to Dotson.
Yeah, that was too strong because of Azubuike. He's so long, difficult for Shibwe to go up over him.
Dotson eyes up a 3 and got it. West Virginia preseason was picked to finish 5th in the conference. Kansas 1st. West Virginia's only loss this year to St. John's. They lost 70-68 in Madison Square Garden on December 7th. And Kansas has lost twice, once at the Garden in the opener to Duke, and the 1-point loss at Villanova.
Yeah, and Kansas only lost by a total of 3 points.
Just the second field.
And Sherman again is the scorer, one of their better scorers, but just hasn't gotten enough minutes to get things going.
Dotson driving, scoring. Freshman Oscar Shibwe.
Dare I say, it's one of his better games all season long, especially because he's going against one of the more pronounced bigs in college basketball in Azubuike.
Kansas just 1 of 8 3-point shooting. Hits their second. Shibwe, by the way, has 9 rebounds today, 7 offensive boards. Dotson trying to keep.
McCormick. That was halfway down. Now loose ball. McCormick comes up with it.
he clearly was wanting to start a job over D'Souza.
That one flipped up, and Dotson able to get it to Reynolds. Kansas' biggest lead was 16. It was 20-4.
On a turnover.
He's just too fast. Devon Dotson gets past the defense and puts in the second half, 5 of 7 from 3. And Dick, if Stanford's going to get back in this game, you got to figure they're going to need to make a few threes. Dotson at the basket puts it in.
Did you see that speed? He's a good player. Mike Montgomery now did a great job. Took him 12 times to the NCAA tournament.
Easy to do, obviously. Dotson goes baseline and just beats the defender. And this is headed in. We rewind for a moment. And you just get back to Kansas holding Stanford early. Stanford starting 0 for 12.
Yeah, that's set the tone for this entire game. No question.
Dotson too quick inside.
He's having a field day.
Hey, to throw the ball into the post.
Nice pass inside. And that one taken away. Abaji to Dotson, up off the glass and in. Kansas, if you make a mistake, team could be really, really good.
Well, especially if you knock down shots like that. Remember last year, Jay Wright was talking to us about asking Samuels, beautiful drive by Dotson. Samuels able to straight line drive right down the gut of the defense, and you saw his strength right there to power up and finish over the top.
Samuels with great body for a young player. Dotson, stop and start, finger roll, goes down.
Well, how about the hesitation drawn up that time by Bill Self?
Slater ready to check in for Jay Wright and the Wildcats. Brown. Dotson backs it up, creates some space, pulls up for 3, and buries it. 51-49. Dotson, top of the key, and
Stolen away. That was created out top, though, wasn't it, Chris?
Yeah, and it helped coming as a little pick and pop there. He's 0 for 7 on the season coming in before that, so Kansas is going to give up something there, maybe a little bit too wide open.
Garrett behind the back. Now Dotson. Long 3.
Well, he's less than 30 baseline and then not fouling.
Look at Dotson weaving around through traffic, and McCormick keeping it alive. And then Abaji back out to Dope. Another 3 by Dotson. Good ball.
4 guards. Silvio being the big man inside for Dope.
Sosa kept that one alive. Dotson drives in. Wow, nice.
He got about his speed all the time, but I think his strength as well as he goes to the basket. Better job by Milwaukee now defensively.
Another 3 by Dotson.
This group on the floor right now for Kansas struggle a little bit communication-wise defensively. Let's watch them on the defensive end on the switches. Dotson with that burst of speed again. No, but then Brown just stood up and hit one, and that freshman from Pottage Grove, Minnesota. Dotson does.
Facing up on DeSosa. With Batty can do so well, but DeSosa holding his ground. He forces Batty into a tough shot.
I thought that could have been a cylinder call, but no call.
Dotson on the drop. Self, which is with his input, obviously.
Yeah.
And not that Marcus Garrett isn't going to be a big star, but that's not the big superstars for the play for Bill. Those are the guys who are doing the other things, the little things.
Indiana, Tad Boyle and his coaching staff swooped in, and he is a tough, solid point guard, one of the best in the country.
Tad Boyle told me a great story last night about that signing of Wright. He said he was vacationing in Cabo San Lucas with his family, with Dotson flipping it up and in.
That's what happens when you're an empty nester.
Time on your hands. And Dotson this time says, no one can stop me, and I'll lay it in.
In the semifinal against Virginia Tech. But Marcus Garrett was guarding Obi Toppin to start. Toppin's going to try to take him down into the low post.
And Toppin is guarding Azubuike at this end. Interesting, Mike Sell out on more of a perimeter guy in Marcus Garrett. And a soft touch there, and the soft mouth
got depth. Been saying it for 3 games now. Ibi Watson, I believe, is Dayton's best perimeter shooter.
Dotson, and he knocks down a 3 to tie it.
Good pass.
Cohill from the corner, and their first miss from beyond the arc.
Kansas was fortunate there. They helped off ball side corner.
Boy, how do you slow that guy down? Dotson only.
Every time he catches it down in the post, Kansas is coming with a double. They're going to keep the ball from coming out on the ball side and try to make him throw it cross court.
Toppin back in the game right now, and with Chimanga in there on Azubuike, as Dotson gets to the rim and has a chance for 3.
Turn and get to the rim in a fluid manner. That dude is the real deal, man.
9-0 run for the Flyers to lead by 4. Backdoor pass. Reversed by Dotson. Spectacular.
Let him post wherever he wants to.
He's got their last 7, which is all of his 7. And
I mean, that's a big-time straight-line drive and a fantastic block. It's a good thing that Toppin didn't clip his fingernails before the game.
Azubuike, big size advantage on Mike Sell.
Really good defense by Dayton. Smart.
Baseline jumper. Dotson, what a game he's had. Crutcher. Oh, and he thought Toppin was going to keep on coming, and he didn't. Dotson at the other end with a floater to tie the game. McCormick, what will he do here?
Well, he's up on him so he can drive him.
Lost it. Dotson. End to end again. He's Crutcher for 3. Kansas ball. Abaji. Garrett driving out of Mike Sell. Now the kick. Dotson driving again, and he makes it a 2-point game.
Well, Landers at 6'5" has got Azubuike.
Wow.
Here comes that same play, the ball screen. They just switched it.
They don't want Toppin on him because he's got 4. Landers 6'5". I mean, as strong as they get, but Azubuike's 7 foot. What's Kansas going to do here?
Get it to the big guy.
Dotson with a burst of speed.
Wow. Shooter. He's a 180 guy. 50, 40, 90 from the field, from 3-point range, and from the free throw line. He can absolutely shoot it.
Averaging almost 17 points per game this year for BYU. Dotson got the switch. Gets around Nixon. A baseline floater. Yes. Doing a pretty good Curly Neal impression. Been a scrambly possession. Nixon, though, winds up with a good look. And too strong on the 3.
Which knee of Barcelos was his pivot foot?
Dotson. Yes.
Drive along the baseline, and crowd didn't like the call, but Kansas got the ball back off the stop.
Dotson. Boy, you can't give him any room. Kansas, by the way, if I'm reading this correctly, they have not committed a foul in the second half. Dotson. That's a pretty good play. Just give it to the fat. A heck of a battle on their hands with the Dayton. It's going to be wide open for everybody this year. It looks like the rankings, the top 25 are going to be in flux week to week.
This is like 2010. Great.
Here's Cartano faking the three, driving, and then he got caught under the bucket, turned it over. Now Garrett ahead to Dotson. And Kansas, it took 2.5 minutes for the Jayhawks.
Basketball. Great pressure defense. Outrun them. Get everybody up and down in transition. Push that ball and then let it fly.
Look at him try to guard Azubuike inside.
But nobody dribbles at all. It's just beautiful basketball.
You got Donley trying to cover Azubuike.
Nice.
Devon
Dotson, just too good. But unfortunately,
well, we do have a telestrator. It would be, if you use the telestrator, it will be the first time that you've used the telestrator.
Look, I'm watching the game here.
But at some point, usually analysts break down plays so that they can teach fans about things other than what Bob Dylan played last night in a concert you didn't attend on the mainland.
No, but I streamed it.
Another three-point attempt is good for Devon. The one game he missed this year. Good defense by Moss on Kendall Small. And here is Dotson ahead of the pack for the lay-in. Kansas by
patience, frailties.
It probably makes what LeBron is doing even more remarkable, given the mileage, the finals every year, playing in the summer. I mean, it's incredible what he's done, and the fact that his team right now has the best record in the NBA. All right, back to this 24-10, Kansas in front by 14. They skip it to Dotson. His three is good.
Shootings, kidnappings, beatdowns, kind of like yours in Wisconsin, right? But his dad died when he was 10. His mom used to have to scream at him almost every day, run, run, here comes trouble. But they faced constant hunger. He came to America when he was 13. He was adopted by a couple in Florida.
Dotson, he's in great shape. He's really worked hard.
He couldn't play, in his first 2 years. I mean, he had wrist surgery.
Yeah, only 9 games played last year.
You ever had wrist surgery?
I have not.
It's not fun. It's not something you just say, oh, let's go do this today.
Thanks for the tip.
Azubuike, Ochai Agbaji, Devon Dotson in the backcourt along with Marcus Garrett, and also getting the start, David McCormick. Kansas in their home white, looking inside.
It's a really solid defensive team, this East Tennessee State. You saw the help on the ball screen, but not the over help. Kansas going to have their work cut out for them executing here tonight. Doubling inside.
Dotson, nice crossover dribble.
Defensive end and also off the glass.
Little block, I believe, by McCormick. He might have gotten a fingertip on that one. Well, he changed the shot for sure.
Match one bad shot with another is what that was.
Lined up a three for Hodges being shadowed, and now Dotson steps in the passing lane.
Yes, you see if they can get something going on their defensive end and get some transition opportunities.
Moss looking inside into a double team. Not a good pass. Got out of the trouble, though. That's a tough shot by Deep, extending things.
How about that, though? Kansas has done a pretty good job as far as the scoreboard defensively, and Bill Self still wasn't happy.
Look ahead. Good look by...
And he must not have been seeing the ball very often.
He's got 9 in this one.
Good patient move there.
Dotson. Good drive.
Nice. And
inside, isn't he? Agbaji for 3. That was right on target, but a little bit short, and Dotson tracks it down. Dotson drives in, and 1.
Until they make the fade from the outside, especially with this lineup.
Another turnover for Monmouth. Dotson flies by. Wow! And now a rebound. Back to the 2 bigs. Another 3. Oh, my.
Not a good decision by Dotson. And not very good spacing by the Kansas guys on that transition as well. You got somebody running that lane, we'll find a different spot.
Good catch by DeSouza.
Papa's doing a nice job of pushing him out. Big fella had his spot for a second.
Swing the ball to the other side. And a three for Dotson.
Down there and love it. Yeah, first period has got it rolling there. All 3 free throws off the mark from Hewitt, who was attempting his first free throws of the season. He did not shoot any in their win over North Carolina A&T a few nights ago. So it stays a 1-point lead for the Jayhawks. Dotson elects to shoot a 3. They missed 9 threes in a row. And here's Christian Brown, Kansas City area guy who missed his first shot. But Dotson.
Just tremendous defense by Marcus Garrett. Just would not give anything on the perimeter, and then a great contest.
Dotson's 3. Good. 14. And it's KU ball to start the second half. Marcus Garrett had a good shooting first half for KU with 8 points on 3 of 5, hit a couple of threes. Lost looking where to go. Dotson flips it up off the glass. Dotson into the front court. Using a screen from McCormick to drive and score. Galloway, 3 to shoot, a massive 3. Just a little bit long. Dotson, high off the glass.
Programs are used to starting off with an easier game than what these 4 teams are going to see here tonight. What a follow there by Alex O'Connell, but neither he nor Moore could get it to go.
This team has a lot of different options. It's going to be interesting to see how it formulates a rotation over time.
Good no call there in the finish by Dotson. Things for Duke. Stanley turns it over.
Give it up.
Abaji to Dotson, and it goes.
Well, he can really.
White for 3.
Well, took advantage of McCormick, got the shot they wanted. That was really well executed. And just in and out.
Both of the big guys, Perry and Azubuike, doing a nice job passing out of the post.
For years, I think.
Got a road game at Seton Hall, don't they? Coming up in the next week or 10 days as well. Inside 3 minutes to go in a tie. Dotson gets by Jones and lays it in with a left hand.
Who can step in and give a nice pick and pop, big guy, good, excellent pick and rolls. Georgetown's going to be very good.
Final seconds here to game 1. And that will count. Dotson banks home.